Okay, hello and welcome again. Um, we're here to talk about fake news and what is up to us to do as active citizens to avoid them and to battle them. I'll start with you, Andrea. You're from Italy. Um, in your experience, uh, how can fake news affect the decision making of our society?
Okay, in my opinion, defeating fake news means put some ideas against from others into others. So we can defeat fake news in different ways: a social way and an individual way. Uh, in individual way, it means um, combat the echo chambers. So trying to embrace different sources of news
For
during.
sorry to interrupt you, Andrea.
Yes.
For our listeners that are not familiar with the concept of echo
Okay.
chamber, can you explain it for
Yes,
us, please?
yes, I try, but I think that Angela will be great to do and explain another.
We can pass now for Angela and then return to you.
Okay,
Okay,
it's not a
so
problem.
Angela, can you explain us what this concept of echo
Echo
chamber means?
chamber is a phenomena that describes one person's bias towards one ideology or news outlet that when they research other things that are similar to those they read or see, they will just confirm what they believe in. So that is an echo chamber. It's echoing back to them and it's confirming what they already believe in. And that is the problem. That is the social information bubble.
Yes.
And that is also tied to confirmation bias.
Okay. Now
That
back to you.
that's why, because a lot of social algorithm and a lot of structure of journals are setted on the echo chambers, and we have to try to discover more kind of improve our knowledge and trying to have a look in different ways to try to reach or read or have a lot of experience, different experience. Then we have another way to defeat fake news, that is a social way. Speak to other people, have a direct check of something we saw, something we heard, something we read. And then another point could be try to make a structure, like in Lithuanian example we spoke together before, that embrace the state, also the state or nations, to add a fact, have a fact check in a different and a professional way.
We'll be talking about fact checking in a bit, but first I would like to ask Tomás. Tomás is from Portugal. Um, it's human nature. Um, it's part of human nature. Uh, the okay, let me put this in another way. Um, Humans don't do well with uncertainty, and because of that, we tend to have an opinion and then just search for facts that are not facts in some cases that confirm the opinion we already have. But journalism is at the exact opposite of this. Um, but for us that are not journalists, that are common people and our readers, our viewers, how can we combat this tendency? We have to have time. We have to have critical spirit. and also some effort, because it's not the easiest way. How can we fight this?
Well, I think the main solution is doing our research. If we want to know something about a certain subject that we are not certain if it's true or not, and we are afraid of spreading misinformation, especially if it's an important subject that could affect the majority group, we should make our research and for the best spread the truth about it, if it's false or not. Because, like you said, we have an opinion and we want to support that opinion, but most of the times it isn't right. And what we are seeing online, although it supports our point of view, it isn't truth. And that same point of view might hurt a group of people.
Yes, and it also need some humility, because we have to be prepared not to be right. Um, let's talk about fact checking. Um, uh, as Andrea was saying, um, how 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 to fact check? Do you understand my question? How to do it? And I would like also for you to tell me, in your opinion, sorry, um, who should be the responsible people or group of people in our society to do it.
Firstly, I think everyone is responsible as an individual and as professionals, which I am. And fact checking starts with taking everything that you hear, see, or read with a grain of salt. You don't have to trust
That's
anything.
poetry.
In the first instance, you have to double check yourself first and then check your resources, check your sources, do your research. Because, as you said, we have to prepare ourselves not to be right, and it takes time and effort. And we have to actually inform ourselves from media that is valid, verified, and that has credibility. And credibility is like trust earned with reputation, with funding transparency, etc., etc.
Okay, Andrea.
I agree with Angela, and I can add that I think the profession of the journalist had to make sure that all the people can discover the world in an organic way, and so an important part of the process of the fact checking is also into the news industry or the news process.
Yeah, of
So
course, we should hire professionals. That is a problem that we have in Serbia. Not all journalists are educated journalists. And that is a big problem because you have people who have
It's also
no,
the reality in Portugal. Let
yeah,
me add.
we have people who have no experience or media literacy that are writing and publishing all sorts of different information, and it's just for capital.
So this topic blends with the other one of the other podcast of education at different levels.
Yes. Just to finish, Tomas, um, in the news websites, it's easy to publish something that looks like news, but it's not news. Um, how can we do about that? What can we do about that? Sorry.
So first of all, we have to see which website and which news font is publishing said news. If it's if it's a font that it's reliable, then we can trust it. And even if we have our doubts, a little research isn't going to hurt anyone. But if it's from a totally unknown website that upload that type of new, that's the main point that we should consider, and that's the main reason that we should research. For example, here in Portugal, we have Seek. Seek is a reliable news source.
The television channel, just
Yes. Yes.
to add.
So if Seek publishes news, people are more likely to believe, since in his history, it is known to publish reliable news.
Yes.
But for example, a completely unknown news source that people don't know and out of nowhere starts uploading certain types of news, that deserves its own research, because again, it's not reliable. So it's mainly looking out for where it's coming from, the news source, and as always, try to do a little bit of research to see if it's real or not, even if it comes from a reliable source or not.
Yes, but re- all sources, reliable sources also, have their agendas. So we need to know what we're reading, what we are watching.
Yes.
Andrea, Angela, Tomas, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
too.
you.